Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Well, probably not boys and girls because the movie's rated R. But anyway, it is time for Deadpool and Wolverine. We just got a brand new trailer. I just woke up. Maybe you can tell from the sound of my voice. Set my alarm for 9 a.m. because we knew that a new trailer was going to be coming today. And we got some brand new posters as well, as you can see on display right here, which look absolutely fantastic. And so the first trailer obviously was our teaser trailer. We got that during the Super Bowl. And that was a great trailer, but it showed very little. That was very much just establishing the basic story of this film and focusing more on the Deadpool aspect of the movie. This trailer is all about Wolverine, bringing back Hugh Jackman's Wolverine after all these years, and it was so much fun, so glorious. Yesterday they released a little teaser, like a little kind of recap video on Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, and then it was like, oh, and now he's back. It's Deadpool and Wolverine, and it was great. Ryan Reynolds also released this little new look yesterday as well. I want to know where I can buy that Ryan Gosling shirt that he's wearing, because I would totally wear that. But anyway, let's talk about this trailer. So we open up with Logan in a bar, because of course that's where Wolverine goes all the time. And then Deadpool shows up. Now, I'm not sure where in the timeline this is, but it's been described that in this movie, Deadpool, after he's recruited by the TVA, he is going to be going throughout time to find basically the best Wolverine, the best warrior of Wolverine throughout the multiverse. So he's going to be going to different universes, different points in time, probably different moments within the Fox universe movies. So he's gonna be showing up and he's gonna be like, oh, you have to come with me. And of course Wolverine's like, oh no. It's funny that he makes a joke like, oh, sorry lady. And then his claws won't come out. So that was a funny little joke there. There's a lot of funny moments in here. Obviously, it's Deadpool, and then he puts the gun to his head. Wolverine's like, oh yeah, sure, try me. And then we get this beautiful Marvel Studios logo, the red and the gold. Love that. And then Wolverine approaches. This is kind of bringing us back up to date to where we were at the end of the teaser trailer from the Super Bowl. And then Wade is talking about how he needs Wolverine's help, because if he doesn't do whatever the TVA needs him to do, he's going to lose everything and everyone that he cares about. And we get a little flashback to what we were seeing with that party at the beginning of the first trailer, with his love interest, who's no longer his love interest, but all of his friends and family. And obviously Wolverine's like, no, it's your problem. And then Wade mentions, oh, is that what you said when you lost everything too? And this is where we find out from Matthew McFadden's character of Mr. Paradox, that basically this Wolverine, he lost everything, his whole world, everybody he loved. And rumors are that this Wolverine, in his universe, all of the X-Men are dead. And it's probably his fault. That's what I'm assuming. So obviously he's very guilty for that. So I'm really interested to see this very guilty version of Wolverine. That's going to be a lot of fun. It could even be a situation where, I know there was this one storyline in the comics where I believe it was Mysterio who did some illusions and stuff on Wolverine and made him believe that all the X-Men were other villains and stuff like that, and then Wolverine was actually the one that killed all the X-Men. So I don't know if I doubt Mysterio would actually be here, but they could substitute that for another character, or just have it be that he was hallucinating and Wolverine ends up killing all of his X-Men. That would be really, really dark and tragic, and obviously he would feel guilty about that. But obviously Deadpool's like, oh, well, this is my opportunity right here. And we get some great shots from this fight scene, like this one right here. This is the money shot for sure. This is a good one as well. Obviously, they both regenerate, they both heal, so none of this is really going to do a whole lot to them. So I love that they can really just go as hard as they want with this violence, because they'll be fine afterwards. And then they sit down to have a little talk. this July. And oh, another great shot here. We have Wolverine without the sleeves now. That was something people complained a bit about when the first look at Wolverine's yellow and blue suit was revealed. Was, oh, I wish it didn't have the sleeves. Well, it's gonna have the sleeves at first, and then at some point they're gonna get ripped off, and we'll get that sleeveless Wolverine look as well. Man, them Hugh Jackman biceps, and then they're sitting in a car, and they're talking about their past, and Deadpool is like, oh, here's this picture of my family, my friends. I miss them. I want to save them. You can help me do that. And then we get back to this great action shot. Again, them Hugh Jackman biceps looking good. And then there they go, walking down the street. Oh, little Easter egg right there. Okay, that's pretty funny, actually. On the storefront behind them, the blue one, it says Liefeld's Just Feet. Rob Liefeld is the creator of Deadpool from the comic books. So that's a funny little reference, not only to have his name there, but to have it specifically be Liefeld's Just Feet. And then the other one says East Side Pharmacy. So that's nothing special. But then there's another great shot of Deadpool, and that's when he says, I am so wet. And then because Wolverine is whipping out the claws, and oh yeah, I'm not quite that aroused, but I'm pretty excited, that's for sure. And oh, the blood, the violence, so much fun. And then we get our first look at our villain of the movie, Cassandra Nova, who, if you don't know, if you haven't been following the news, in the comics, Cassandra Nova is the long-lost twin sister of Professor Charles Xavier. So she has a similar power set, and she's quite evil, as you can see here. She's bald, just like her brother. Runs in the family, I guess. And yeah, so she's going to be the big bad of this film. And she is going to be controlling Alioth, this being, this entity that we were introduced to in Loki Season 1. So, obviously, the majority of this movie takes place in the Void. So you're definitely going to have seen Loki Season 1 and 2 to understand this movie. I mean, they'll probably explain the basics of it, but it'll help for understanding. But obviously Alioth was this big purple cloud creature that ruled over the Void, which of course the Void is where everything goes when the TVA prunes stuff. So it's literally just a bunch of random stuff there. We saw in that Loki episode that not only were there multiple Lokis of varying ages and races and species and all that stuff, but also there was a Thanos copter, a giant yellow jacket helmet, an Avengers tower, like a lot of random set pieces. And so Alioth is back, and rumors are that Cassandra Nova is going to be controlling Alioth. And this may be my favorite shot of the whole trailer, because again, going back to random MCU artifacts and set pieces being throughout the Void, we have not only, at first I thought this was just the helmet, that this was just going to be the Giant Man helmet, but no, this is a full-on dead Giant Man, because you can see when the helmet lifts up, it is Scott Lang's skull. So that is insane, but so awesome. And something I was curious about here is because obviously at the bottom, you have all these various characters here. And I was thinking like, oh, you know, with all the cameos and Fox X-Men movie characters that are coming back here, there's got to be some important characters here. These can't all just be random background extras. And the only one I could point out for sure, if you can figure out any other ones here, let me know in the comments below. But I did notice Lady Deathstrike, so that's really fun. She looks a bit more comics accurate than she did in the Fox X-Men movies, so I enjoy that aspect. And we also have a great look at the Red Skull's car from Captain America: The First Avenger with a little bit of an upgrade. Got some flames on the side now. Wolverine, I'm assuming that he's just been living in a cave this whole time within the Void. So that's fun. And he's just drinking his sorrows away. And this is a great shot here as well. Deadpool with Dogpool. And we have Wolverine in the back again as well. Here's another shot of some stuff going on in the void. I'm not sure of any of this being super specific. We know the Fantasticar is going to show up here. This does not look like that though. But that looks really awesome. Interestingly, again, like I said, Cassandra Nova is the twin sister of Professor Charles Xavier, so she has a similar power set. And so when Wolverine is fighting her, she's like telepathically controlling him, and this was a really cool moment right there. And then, oh man, the end of the trailer, we got our action shots here. We got our big moments when they both say LFG, and then they jump into a freaking portal, a Doctor Strange style multiverse portal. So is this like the end of the movie? Is this like they're going to a different universe? Are they going to the MCU? I don't know what's happening here, but I'm certainly excited to find out, because it's Deadpool and Wolverine, baby. And then we do get this really funny moment at the end of the trailer, this little tag to end it off. Well, we're back at the beginning of the film with that party. And we got Wade is talking to Blind Al, and she's like, oh, you want to do cocaine? And then I love Wade's response, and he says, you know, that's the one thing Feige said is off limits. Obviously breaking the fourth wall, you know, cracking some jokes, getting super meta here, talking about Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios. So I thought that was absolutely hilarious. In theaters July 26th, and then here we have the Deadpool highlighted version of that new poster that was released as well. So yeah, that was a fun trailer. I love how these trailers are not giving us much in the way of spoilers, because obviously we know there's going to be a lot of big cameos here. We know there's going to be a lot of multiverse, Fox universe stuff going on. But I love that they're saving all that for the movie. You know, they're giving us little hints and pieces here. Like, I feel like the Lady Deathstrike and the Giant Man head and like these smaller Easter eggs are enough to tide us over, because really the big main attraction of this film is Deadpool and Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine. Those are the two big highlights. That's really all they need to advertise this movie, is just Hugh Jackman's back as Wolverine and he's teaming up with Deadpool. That's what we're all looking forward to. Yeah, the cameos and everything are going to be cool. They're going to be fun. But, you know, leave it a surprise for us. I'm excited for this. So, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What did you think about the trailer for Marvel Studios' Deadpool and Wolverine? Marvel Studios' first rated R film. So crazy seeing the videos from CinemaCon with Kevin Feige dropping the F-bomb, talking about this movie. Oh, I can say that because it's rated R. Yeah, we get it, Feige. So yeah, I'm excited. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.